And welcome everybody. I am Cook, and this is Cook's War Strategy Gaming. We are going to play Panzer Corps 2. The game has been out for at least a year now, I think. They recently came out with a DLC, Axis Operations 1941. And we're probably going to play the main campaign, though. Maybe we'll take a look at the new DLC a little bit in detail, but we're actually going to go ahead and start a brand new game, as this is the first time I've ever played Panzer Corps 2. I have played the original Panzer Corps as well as the original Panzer General. So Panzer Corps 2, if you didn't know, is kind of the kin of the Panzer General series, the heirs of the Panzer General series. So let's take a look at our options here. New game, campaign. So we have a few campaign options here. Barbarossa 41, North Africa 41, Kursk 43, Italy 43, Spanish Civil War, which is DLC, Axis Operations 39, 40, and 41. I believe these are all DLCs that you can find on Steam and at the Slitherine webs page. Slitherine being the makers of the game, the publishers. So we are going to do the 1939 Polish campaign. Advanced options, I think I was already playing around with this. I didn't really change too much, although we are going to go on Iron Man here. And just the and then general. I'm going to do a general difficulty. Special challenges, we're going to keep off for now. We're going to do the Polish South campaign. What portrait do we want? Stereotypical German Nazi portrait. Sure. Okay. He looks unassuming. I think we want to do Master of Blitzkrieg as a strength. Now, the way I understand this, you can pick your strengths, but if you can keep picking strengths, but then you also have to take a weakness. So my goal here is to take 2 strengths and not take any weaknesses. So we'll do operational initiative. All units get +4, 3, and 2 initiative on the first 3 turns, and +1 on all subsequent turns. And then Master of Blitzkrieg, all tanks get +1 movement point and cross minor rivers easier. So we'll try those 2 without any weaknesses, and we'll accept.
You have my congratulations on your new promotion, but now is no time for flattery. I have been personally informed that the invasion of Poland, codenamed Fall Weiss, is to commence immediately. Preliminary estimates for the operation's completion was 3 months, but now High Command demands the conquest of Poland in weeks. Mere weeks. To this end, I have transferred a detachment of 10th Army's forces to be placed under your direct command, effective immediately. These men are well trained, but like you, they lack combat experience. I am certain they will serve you well, and that you will mold your new Panzer Corps as you see fit in due time. You should secure key crossings on the Vardar River quickly to facilitate your movements and prevent the enemy from fortifying the river line or possibly destroying the bridges entirely. I have also been informed that our declaration of war will be arriving later. So, you should expect little, if any, resistance in the first few days of your advance. In fact, should you seize Kielce quickly enough, your forces may be able to block Polish mobilization efforts entirely. This this would force the understrength Polish garrisons in the region to fight without reinforcements. I eagerly await to see the results of your first combat operation. Don't make me regret putting my trust in you, Herr General.
All right. In typical Panzer Corps, Panzer General fashion, you have prestige points. Prestige is your game currency used to purchase, upgrade, and replace units. Prestige per turn is 70. Amount added to your prestige every turn. If you win the battle, you will instantly get prestige for all remaining turns, plus a bonus for finishing the scenario early. Bonus is set at plus 105%. Additional reward will be given if the scenario is won on the current turn, with 14 turns left. It will decrease each turn. We have our core unit slots. We are maxed out right now at 36. Core units are the units that you take with you until the next campaign. Total core slots determine maximum size of your core army, which you can deploy in this mission. More powerful units usually occupy more slots, so there can be less of them in your army. So apparently, if my understanding of that is correct, different from previous versions, one unit could actually take up more than one slot. That is the understanding I'm getting from that. Also, used core slots. So we've used 36, the size of your existing core army, both deployed on the map and waiting to be in the undeployed list. If you don't intend to use some of the units in this battle, you can send them to the reserve and free the slots used by them. Free core slots. We have 0 slots, which can be used to purchase new units, upgrade existing ones, or give them overstrength status. Splitting a unit also consumes 1 free slot. So you may want to keep a few slots free at the beginning of the battle to use this command. So you have the campaign map. You also have the strategic map, inset map down below. The user interface, the toolbar at the top. You can purchase more units. We could purchase units if we had open slots. There's the menu. You can toggle chat. Presumably for multiplayer. You can toggle the unit list. You can also toggle the mission overview. You can toggle the unit stat panel as well. And you can toggle the strategic map mode. Just like pretty standard stuff, similar to the Panzer Corps and Panzer General games. All those features have been in place in the previous versions. Now, I will say, and we'll see this as we play, there seems to be more zone of control implemented into this game as opposed to previous editions of Panzer Corps and Panzer General, where zone of control was pretty soft, if existent at all. So let's get started with the campaign. So it looks like we get a bonus too if we can get Kilise quickly. So I think I'm going to focus all our efforts in there. My initial thought was to divide up the force, to take a force north, which I probably will do, but I think it'll be much smaller than previously thought. I think I'm going to really focus on just steamrolling through Chechtawa and going straight towards Kilise. So why don't we do that? Let's bring up our artillery and soften the defenders. So it looks like the adjacent engineer unit gives you a bonus also to your attack. We have this infantry unit to the south. Kind of want to neutralize them for now. Wonder if we can strafe this cavalry to the north. Let's see. We have Panzer 1, Panzer 2, and a Panzer 38T. Do we want to move the Panzer 38T that might be able to survive a heavier attack and kind of keep them on its own accord to the north? Maybe give them a supporting infantry unit, the 2nd Wehrmacht. And then we can use the Panzer 2 and the Panzer 1, keep them south. I think that's what we're going to do. So we you also, it looks like you have encircle bonuses to units encircling the enemy, which is a little bit an added feature, it looks like. So we eliminated their cavalry unit to our north. Actually did exactly what I would not do, and I moved the the tank here, this Panzer 1. Maybe I can probably throw him back south. We use this recon unit just to kind of hold this infantry in place. And that concludes the first turn. Alright, I don't see their enemy aircraft. Did not. Oh, there they are. So here's one of their aircraft there. Let's take some of our fighters and eliminate them. Here's our other fighter. See if we're going to annihilate. Yep, destroyed. So very good. The Luftwaffe doing its job. Alright, so they moved their cavalry up here to plug the hole here across the river, on the river crossing. Alright, so oh, we weren't able to eliminate the anti-tank. Let's see. So that attack on that infantry would still be troublesome. Let's move the Panzer 1, the 5th Panzer down south. Now we have the Junkers here that we can use to soften up that defensive position there. So our hard attack can be a little bit. Let's do it anyways. Lost 4 on that. That might have been too aggressive an attack. Let's use our recon too. So alright, let's go on to the next turn. Current weather is clear and forecast is clear. Looks like their counterattack doing some damage, but we kind of held firm there pretty well. So they got some reconnaissance there, infantry, and another plane. Time to take that fighter down. Is that a fighter? No, that looks like an attack bomber. I could not eliminate it on that turn, but that's fine. See if we can take our attack bomber and hit their reconnaissance. Cannot undo that move, huh? Okay. I should have went all the way. I should have moved this tank all the way here. All right, we'll take the small town there. Kind of want to get my Sturmpanzer out of harm's way. We can eliminate the cavalry unit in our way right now. Or we can push forward like a good little Panzer general. Just always keep pushing forward. And let the Wehrmacht try to mop up the surrounded forces. Don't have them surrounded, so. Alright, so we did encircle this unit here. Alright, so their infantry does attack our artillery, but they've been very weakened, so don't see them as a major threat. And we destroy their recon. Really need to get the Sturmpanzer moving towards Kalise, so I'm not going to bother firing. Let's eliminate their fighter. And it will be kind of good. We need to use this infantry here to take that airfield. That way I can restation my air force here to help with the assault on the rest of the objectives. Could not finish off their infantry there. Alright, did all my units move? I think that's all the moves I can make. So we are going to end turn. We did not capture Kalise quickly enough. The Polish have been able to mobilize the reserve troops and will be able to reinforce damaged units. So, not good. Alright, I was able to eliminate the unit in my rear. So at this point, if we couldn't do it fast enough, we'll just try to take all the objectives, gain as much prestige as possible. I'll hold our recon unit in the rear. As we approach Kalise, and there's nowhere for our Air Force to go right now. Unless we want to just provide air cover, I guess, for this turn. Alright, and let's go on to the next turn. And our counter fire almost destroyed their tank attack. And our Panzer II is able to match up against their weakened tank. Alright, we'll eliminate their threat on our flank and start bombarding Kalise. Now let's try to take the airfield. You know what? I should, I can't undo move, huh? Alright, so you gotta be really careful about undoing or about doing moves, I guess. In Iron Man. That seems kind of silly, though. I like the old function where if you do a move and haven't clicked off of it, you can still undo it so long as you didn't see anything in Fog of War. As long as you didn't lift Fog of War, you can still undo a move. So what I really wanted to do was reinforce that unit. Another tank attack. And they did some damage to our first pioneers. I'll spend some prestige reinforcing them. All right, we got the airfield. So now we can rebase aircraft. So this is definitely something new compared to the previous versions of the game, where all you had to do was fly over or near a airfield in your control and you would be fine. You'd refuel, rearm. It looks like we can still have several airplane units around one airfield. We cannot, so it looks like 3 we can have at the moment. So we reinforced and kept driving towards Radom and the bridge here. All right, and the next turn. One thing the tank has done is taken up my attention. That is for sure. I wonder if this recon unit can finish him off. They cannot. And see, there's significant defenses around Radom. Where should I take this other artillery? Should I just keep reinforcing Khalees and just blow it to smithereens with 2 artillery pieces? I mean, I have the airborne artillery. With the Luftwaffe, so we can do that, I guess. Try to do some strafing. All right, so all units move. This Panzer 1 did not. Let's move them. All right, and let's go on to the next turn. Turn 9, or finish turn 8, and then it'll be turn 9 next. See if we can get around this position here and hit their artillery. Let's start bombarding Khalees. It looks like we can take the airfield, which is good because now we can rebase this aircraft over here. Let's take our attack bomber, try to finish off this artillery. Almost did it. We can use our tanks here, our panzers. And we eliminated the artillery threat. Let's strafe the city. So direct assault on Tomaszow Mazowiecki would be disastrous right now. Lost 3 on that attack, but still weakening the defenders. All right, next turn. Oh, they try to attack us on the river there. Let's destroy this roadblock once and for all. 3-3 are the odds. So we're on the river crossing. Let's see if we can get one of our tanks back there. All right, now we should eliminate that infantry. There's 5 turns left. We still got 3 objectives to take. All right, we were able to force a retreat out of Kalise, and now we take that objective. Now we're just mopping up. All right, next turn. All right, artillery's in position. We can start bombarding Radam. Let's move our Sturm Panzer in position. Start bombarding them even more. Where's our Stuka? Did not want to move there. Mass attack. All right, finally got them to move out of the Tomaszow Mazowiecki. And we'll eliminate them. Let's see. Let's reconnoiter the Holloway Bridge. All right, just 1 infantry unit defending there. We need to reinforce our infantry unit here. All right, looks like all units have moved. Turn 12. Right now, our bonus is 6%. Alright, let's get our attack bomber here. Our defenders are well entrenched. The bridge might not be actually easier to take. So we're able to take the bridge quicker than Radom. Ooh, they took 3. They're down to 2. We're going to lose that third Wehrmacht. All right, next turn. Hopefully we don't lose this unit. Oh, they survived. That's good. Don't want to lose a unit on my first scenario. That would be silly. All right, overrun that unit. We forced the retreat and victory in Poland South scenario. No medals, no heroes. Kills the losses ratio. Of course, the Stuka would be the best.
General, it appears I finally convinced High Command that a direct drive on the Polish capital is worth any and all risks involved. Perhaps we could meet our deadlines a week after all. The last major obstacle between you and your Ottoman objective lays in the thick Campinos forest. A few well-entrenched Poles here could slow you down, so be prepared for that potential. Additionally, Kluge's 4th Army has trapped a pocket of Polish troops in the region around Kutno. Luftwaffe bombs have mostly obliterated a poorly organized counterattack from these troops, but now you must occupy Kutno directly. Anything less would just invite our enemies to reorganize and launch an attack on your flank as you approach Warsaw. Once that is settled, I want you to pivot your troops and aim straight for Warsaw. Be prepared for a tough battle clearing the streets of the capital block. So don't overextend your forces in a race to get there. Destroying the last of the Polish strong points here could deal a devastating blow to enemy morale. So, I recommend timing your thrust into the city to coincide with its destruction. At this rate, we could be back in Germany by October. And I would love to give my report on the end of the Polish campaign to High Command in person. Make it happen, Herr General.
All right. Stefan Schaefer, military commendation. What a cheesy picture. Has been commended for extraordinary heroism while engaged in military operations. Ooh. Oh, replace all. Huh. We have 45 core slots. I am a sucker for air superiority. Purchase units. I wonder how much slots they take up. how many unit slots this unit occupies. So a fighter takes up 3. All right, so we purchase a new fighter. I want another tank. I want to upgrade, though, our tanks as well. We don't have the Panzer III available yet. Probably should purchase another infantry. Let's upgrade our artillery as well. Takes up 6 slots? That's impressive. It's already taking up 4, I guess. Our current unit only takes up 2 slots. I can't. I could upgrade it. I guess I could upgrade it because it's a net 4, so it'd be 44 slots. Could upgrade to another Sturmpanzer. Or the 10.5 centimeter. Which only takes up 3 slots. So we're only losing 1. So a couple more choices, kind of like that. A few more options to choose from, decisions to make. Normally I would just go for the stronger artillery in that case. But now I actually have to consider slots. Why does the bridging pioneers only take up 1 slot? Are they just that much weaker? Grenadiers take up 3. Pioneers take up 4. What's our best bang for the buck? Looks like the Grenadiers are a little bit better. Although their movement is slower. I think we can purchase another tank. No, we can't. Anti-tank only takes up 1 slot. Could do anti-air. You know, it doesn't cost a whole lot. And in older games, I rarely would ever buy anti-tank, but in this, we're going to try it out. there might be uses for it. And our infantry is the Grenadiers, Pioneers. The Pioneers, I think I want on that southern task force. Grenadiers, we will go with the northern. So kind of a balanced approach here. And I think I'm done with deployments. In deployment phase, yes. Some of your heroes are not assigned to any units and won't participate on. No. How do I assign hero units? And where do I want to assign them? Yes, Stefan Schaefer will take over the 15th Panzer. Overrun. Can destroy, overrun weakened enemy units without spending move or attack actions. The way it works is after an overrun attack, move and attack actions of the unit will be replenished. Alright, turn 1 of 20. So we'll focus our attention here on the bridge going to Kutno. We'll keep our Air Force, for the most part, together for now. Let's see our hero in action. Use our anti-tank to mop up. And I think that will conclude the first turn of this scenario. And a swift counterattack by the Poles. I think I took minimal damage there. Need to eliminate their Air Force. Alright, so we have air mode here. Let's grab our fighters and attack theirs. Oh, it's not able to eliminate that one. Oh, did not. Oh. Cannot believe I could not completely take out one of their fighters. All right, they took a little bit of damage there. I'm going to rebase them here. Let's take on this reconnaissance unit with our Panzer II. Move back with the Sturmpanzer. Let's bring up the Grenadiers, who should be able to take on the reconnaissance one-on-one. And we'll eliminate capture the enemy reconnaissance unit. Stuck on the river there. This Panzer 38 should be able to deal a blow to the infantry. All right, they have some anti-tank there. Infantry, cavalry. Let's bring our first Pioneer up. Let's soften their position there. All right. Took 5 out of their units there. Let's reinforce with the 3rd Wehrmacht. Force them to retreat. Could not eliminate their cavalry, though. All right, that should conclude the second turn here. We destroyed their plane. Ooh, our Panzer unit here is kind of caught in a crossfire, but a heroic defense. Level 1 award, survivor. So definitely a strong counterattack with the Polish infantry. See if I can get around here with the Panzer II. The Grenadiers were able to push back the defenders on the bridge, but we can occupy it good with our infantry. Well, this attack from Kutno has got my full attention right now. I eliminated their fighter. Keep softening up their counterattack here. In the Warsaw, the first line of Warsaw defenders looks to be weakening and retreating. We move up with our infantry. Oh, could not destroy that anti-tank. All right. Are there any units not moved? We can move the reconnaissance forward. We have 8 hit points left, so that's not too bad. All right, I think it's time for the next turn. So another counterattack, lots of infantry. They try to attack our unit on the river. So their 15th tank unit here did some damage to our Panzer 38. And I'm obliged to kind of withdraw there. So the anti-tank unit might actually serve a purpose in this campaign. Our reconnaissance is able to eliminate the remaining anti-tank unit. See if we can soften up this position here first. Now we can attack. Artillery unit has gained a star. So plus 10% accuracy, minus 4% accuracy to enemies attacking this unit. Let's take our fighters. We can eliminate this fighter unit of theirs. Or should be able to. And it is destroyed. So even more forces come to counterattack in the north. Mostly of infantry types. And we push them back. We do need to reinforce this unit here. Let's move the Grenadiers forward. Do suffer some casualties, though. And then this Panzer unit overruns and can attack. So that powerful overrun capabilities of the Panzer units. Definitely blunting the counterattack of the Poles there to the north near Kutno. Still have some Air Force here to mop up. I think that will conclude this turn. All right, let's go on to the next turn. They do attack the artillery head on. They even crossed the river to attack the Panzer unit. So artillery at point blank range. Alright, was able to do some damage, but couldn't really eliminate anyone. And we've kind of taken some casualties ourselves here. It's turn 5 only of 20. Well, maybe, let's see, let's send in the Luftwaffe. Let's hit them on their flank here. Mass attack. So good odds here with the reconnaissance unit. We force them to retreat. I need reinforcements here. Let's move up with this infantry unit, the 1st Pioneers. And we push them back. I think I will buy another artillery unit when I can. When I get another of free slots available. Wonder if they have any anti-air. No, they do not have any anti-aircraft. All right. I think that will conclude this turn. They attack the anti-tank unit for minor losses. Ooh, they captured an objective there. We can hit these guys on the river, which we'll do. And we're actually going to move forward, though. And the Grenadiers, though, will did not go as well as I had hoped. They're going to have to defend the city there. Let's try to hit their defending artillery. We'll soften up the defenses of Kutno. There's a tank reinforcement. Might take some damage here on the next turn. Let's reconnoiter the defenses, the outskirts of Warsaw here. You can see there's a fortification here, bunker, strong point. And they have another tank unit here that retreated earlier. Let's look at air mode. It looks like all my air units moved already. All right, let's go to the next turn. And they attack with their tanks with some damage. The reconnaissance is probably going to have to fall back here and replenish. Although I've got this Panzer 38 here to address their tank. That costs 107 prestige to reinforce that 3 points. So we do have the Pioneers in a good position to attack the strong point. I'd like to weaken it up first. Protect my flank too. You can see reinforcements here. Infantry and artillery. I'm definitely going to have to quickly take Kutno here and move quickly back to Warsaw. I'm going to throw everything I can at the defenses of Kutno. Soften up these defenses over here to make it easier to get back to Warsaw and support the main attack on the capital. Let's see, did all the units move? All right, looks like we can go on to the next turn. Well, they took... The Pioneer units are taking some hits there. So I probably want to get them out into safety. Spending a lot of prestige on reinforcing my units. Ooh, could not eliminate that unit. But got them there in their defenses, in their trench line. Try to soften up their strong point. All right. Let's see if we can't take Kutno this turn. Use the Stukas to take out the artillery. Can't take it this turn. We'll set up the Grenadiers to take out this bridgehead. And maybe there's nothing defending these hexes here, so the Grenadiers can take these and then push on towards to assist in the final attack on Warsaw. Probably rebase this one here. We can bring up our 4th Panzer. And let's see what happens this turn. I took 3 hits. Ooh. Heavy fighting. Second Infantry took some heavy hits there. They're down to 5. I think I need to pull them back, though. Take their artillery out once and for all. Maybe we can take... We can't take the tank out, huh? The Grenadiers should be pretty self-sufficient. Nice. There we go. Anti-tank the way it's meant to be. See, we'll take the outskirts of the town here. Start using our fighters just to strafe the defenses, see if we can't soften up their fortifications. Ooh. Taking lots of hits. And we take the bridge here. All right. Can we take Kutno this turn? Maybe not, because I need a full strength infantry to do this, I think. Can take out their tank for good. I think I moved all my units this time, so it should be time for next turn. So we have like 9 turns remaining to take Warsaw. Let's bring in the Pioneers. Mass attack that strong point. There we go. Starting to cause some damage there. Wonder if I can get around and hit their artillery. Oh, the anti-tank can actually do some damage to the strong point. We're going to rebase our tactical bomber here, closer to Warsaw, to assist in that attack. Now the Grenadiers can get involved. All right, let's go to the next turn. All right, let's first artillery first. Pioneers next. Anti-tank can do damage. Now regular infantry, still nothing. Cannot force the surrender. But now they're encircled. I wonder if a tank attack would work. Warsaw defenders have suffered a temporary morale drop due to the destruction of their strong points. So it looks like we're starting to encircle their defenders here. Oh, they have some anti-tank set up in the city. Like they should. Still have to take Kutno. The defenders are very stingy. Should fall the next turn. Let's see what they have up their sleeve this next turn. So turn 13. Don't think I should get distracted too much by these units. I need to focus attention on this, on the center of the city. We have the Grenadiers now getting in position. It's still a tough attack, though. We need to eliminate that anti-air if we can. Well, let's use it. Let's use the Stukas to eliminate that defense of Kutno. Finally, they retreat. I need to hightail it out of there and get these infantry and artillery into the attack against Warsaw. All right, next turn. Turn 14. It might be tough to get to. Well, if I can eliminate this infantry unit, we should be able to easily take their anti-air. And the city will fall a lot quicker. Pioneers go in first, then the Grenadiers. So we're able to capture the inner city of Warsaw. But Warsaw is not completely secured. Ooh. My anti-tank has suffered a lot more casualties than I noticed. Just now noticing that. I need to get a transport for this second infantry. Let's take the airfield there. Try to soften up these defenders here. See what we got. The first Pioneers. 3 losses to our 3 losses, but they have 14 strength right now. We push them back out of their defenses. Oh, and they surrender. Huge. Huge. We'll just reinforce. If I'm not going to attack, might as well reinforce. All right, next turn. Cannot dislodge that anti-aircraft. Finally move them off the victory hex. So we can at least capture the victory hex. Although I'm still protecting... Well, there's only 2 strength, so I think my attack bomber should be able to do some damage here. So this will be a tough assault, but we're going to do it. There's 7 to our 4. Or 2, I think we lost. They lost 6 there, but they still hold the ground. So we definitely should be able to get take Warsaw on the next turn. All right, Warsaw is captured. All right, very good. So Germany's invasion of Norway will stretch the Wehrmacht logistics to the limit. You must decide where to focus the committal of your army. Strategic warning. Isolated and difficult to reach objectives await the southern landings. Extreme mountainous terrain awaits the northern landings. Do we want to do Norway North or Norway South? I feel like I want to do Norway South. Units get their fuel and ammo resupplied at the beginning of their turn. However, encircled units don't get any supply. That's different. That's different from the manually resupplying units.
General, there you are. I was talking to my friend Nikolaus. We have just a new assignment for you. High Command has given the go-ahead for Operation Weserburg, and I want you to take a leading part in this Norwegian excursion. Your main target is the capture of Oslo, and heavy cruiser Blücher has been assigned to escort your landing parties to the capital. Simultaneously, you will need to secure major ports along the coast from here to here. Keeping them under our control will go a long way to keeping the British and French out of Norway, and thus preserving our enforcement of Norwegian neutrality. To aid you, we've mobilized additional Fallschirmjägers, quite useful for fighting in the mountainous terrain. Infantry will be far more useful than your panzers in this battle. So, I recommend you temporarily put your tanks into reserve for this battle. Now, I know General Falkenrohr's plan might seem a little light on specifics. If you ask me, the plan looks like it was originally some kind of vacation trip. Even so, it's your responsibility to get the job done now. I have every confidence in your abilities.
All right. Reserve. To clear room for different troops, use move to reserve existing ones. Military commendation, Jürgen Wagner. Combat luck. Combat results can never be worse than predicted. Oh, that's kind of cool. Has been commended for extraordinary heroism while engaged in military operations. Tip, you got a new hero. He is not assigned to any units yet. To assign him, open unit details of the unit of your choice. Go to Heroes tab. Assign hero. We figured that out before. How much would it... See, I would like to see how much it would cost to replace all units at full. All right. Well, we just did. Cost us like 600. We recommend putting our panzers in reserve, which I find interesting. We are going to finish the deployment after a quick break as I get some more coffee. So, if you forgive me, I will be back in a moment's notice. All right, I am back. We are back. The invasion of Norway. I can actually deploy our... Does that cost slots, though? Oh, those are already deployed units. Okay. Undeployed units. Do we start? Do we not start in the water, in the transports? Oh, you can... Okay. Well, sure, we are going to use our panzers. Alright, I think this is all I need to do. In deployment. Can you overstrength any units? Alright, well. In deployment. Some of your heroes aren't... Oh, that's right. What was the hero that we just achieved? Let me give them to our pioneer unit. I forget how to assign the hero. How do I assign this thing? How do I assign the hero? I did it so easily the last time. Oh wow. I forget how to assign the hero. How do you assign the hero? Okay. Ooh, new units. Why can't I figure out how to give him the hero? How did I do it last time? I did it on the last scenario. Alright, well, forget it, I guess. Maybe it's only a certain unit? See, upgrading. Over strength, cancel, upgrade. Oh yeah, there was the one. There was the one unit that needs a transport. Was it this one? Yeah, they do not. Oh wow, that transport. Those half tracks take up another slot. Okay, still cannot figure out how to. There we go. Unit details. Jesus. How did I figure that out so easily last time? All right, so the first pioneer gets Wagner as their hero. All right, enough of that, and time to end deployment. Let's embark. Did not want to move them there. All right. Actually have some boats here that can hurt us. I have one more airborne unit. Oh, I see. Oh, so this unit is not deployed. Oh. Should probably use our fighters for transport. Oh, looks like they have some anti-air there. All right. Not feeling too good about this scenario. Oh, I lost 5 on the transports. That's disgusting. Oh, that's disgusting. Oh, the Blucher lost 2. The Blucher's not supposed to sustain that kind of damage. Oh, they're encircled. Yeah, let's get on land. Alright, where are our fighters? Gotta take out this fighter of theirs. Oh, wait. Went out of range. A little bit of a rough start to this one. Not gonna lie. Lost 3. Blucher. Here's another one. Destroyer. That's all the ships I have. And the Blucher's going to get destroyed here. Oh, I should definitely get my artillery. Oh, where's my attack bomber? I already used them. All right, let's look at the strategic map. All right, let's keep our fingers crossed on this next turn. Lost one more on the Blucher. Transports are getting destroyed. I'm going to take out that sub. Oh, I could not finish him. You know what? That's what our Air Force is for, too. The attack bomber should be used on boats. All right, secured the airfield, though, at Christiansand. We lost 5 there. We gotta move off. Move off the beaches. Gotta get off the beaches. Oh, that's not where I wanted to move. Damn it. Ugh, stupid. Why can't I invade Sweden? This is a light cruiser. That's a destroyer. So yeah, the cruiser can hit the their ship from distance, so should be okay. All right, I think that will conclude the third turn. Heavy fighting. Heavy fighting. Oh, wow. Down to 3 strength here. All right. Did get Christensen. That was silly. I think we need to make a bold attack here. Oh, he's down to 4. Gotta get our anti-tank aboard the transports. Can't let them miss all the fun. Oh, he can't reach him. Alright, hopefully I didn't blow it with this artillery unit. Kind of isolated there. Alright, gotta pull back though. Alright, so the forces landed. Some damage done. Get the Blucher out of there. The one strength it has left. Can we take this fort or not? Because it appears that we cannot. I should have used my Stukas to hit the fort first. Lots of woulda, coulda, shouldas. We'll use the Pioneers to reinforce the Fallstrom Jaegers. All right, next turn. Oh man, they don't mind coming out of their entrenched positions in the village there. Now they're encircled. We gotta eliminate this fort here. Start rebasing on the main land here with our Air Force. Need to reinforce some of these units since they got clobbered on the water in the transports and on the landings. Mismanaged landings by the Herr General. So we got them to surrender using firepower from the ocean. Although I keep forgetting to move. This fort keeps firing upon. Because we are in range. Should probably move out of range. We can use them to assault Stavanger at least. Alright, we are ready for the next turn. Oh, they have a ship right there in port. So the 3rd Infantry takes a position on the outskirts of Oslo. Looks like we can take out this, looks like an anti-tank. No, artillery. It's an artillery piece. So we're out of range of that fort. All right, how do I get you off here? Wasn't that peculiar? Oh, really? They can't get off this island? Are you serious? I find that silly. Let's see what the Air Force can do to help out the assault here on Oslo. Try to neutralize their fort there. All right, I think that will conclude the turn number 7. Their counterattack here. Not a lot of damage, but some suppression going on. Did take some hits to the recon unit. Ooh. Actually, first Pioneers in their transfers got destroyed. Almost destroyed. Can I get these grenadiers out of here? I can't believe I can't take a transport off this island. Actually, that was a Panzer IV that took some damage. Got our artillery in position here. Really need those grenadiers. I think after Oslo, though, it shouldn't. I really don't need them. Do a mass attack. Definitely weakened their defenders. Go after their Schnellboot. Alright, the Air Force. Oh, we got this fighter. One of their fighters to deal with. So let me try to eliminate them. Looking at the strategic situation. So don't want to directly assault Stavanger. Let's go on to turn number 9. The AI does like to attack when they should just sit there and defend. I mean, they took 5 losses there. They just weakened themselves. It's going to be kind of tough to get Bergen. In 11 turns, that would be hard to do. So if we can take Stavanger. Alright, they surrendered. And then we could actually embark our airborne troops. We'll have some escort fighters there. We'll use... Actually, I want to reinforce our recon. I am going to use regular replacements. It drops the star off of them, but saves some prestige. Alright, assaulting the village of Honafoss. Let's grab our bunker bombers. Oh, he can't reach it. Out of range. Can they reassign there? Oh, they can reassign the same turn. That's good. Let's get our artillery in range. And we should be able to take the inner city of Oslo. All right, it is taken. Oslo falls. Still need to take Fredrikstad and the airfield over here. Man, I really like to have these grenaders. How do I get them off the island? Is there any way to do that? I don't want to disband them. That's silly. This is silly. I feel like this is something they could fix. All right. Is that it? Let's see. Fighters. Can't reach that infantry. Maybe we should rebase the aircraft over here. That way they can support the attack on Bergen. And next turn. Ooh. 7 damage to the Panzer unit. Wasn't expecting that. Let's get the 3rd Infantry into position here. Ooh, they're down to 3. Shit. This mountain infantry, Norwegian mountain infantry, put a little bit of hurt on us. Let's bring up the guns. Bring up the guns. We'll sacrifice our anti-tank guns here to defend the city. Embark these other airborne units too. They have Panzer support now. What do I do with these Pioneer units? Maybe I can embark them and fly them over to Oslo. I feel like that's an idea. That's an idea of an idea. Strategic bomber. Throwing down some suppression. Ooh. Get some strafing fire from our fighters. Is there nearby? We can capture. That's not an airfield. Is there a closer airfield? Oh, they got reinforcements to the north. More mountain infantry. Man, that's really hurting me now. Thanks, game. You gotta. It's an objective. You gotta take it. Well, I don't know. Is it a main objective? Can I win the scenario without taking the island? It still doesn't make sense that I can't get this unit off the island. Oh, cool. You can change their camos. Yeah. An insignia? Oh, cool. Okay. Well, I discovered something neat. We're on turn 10. We got 10 more turns. We still have a lot to take. All right, let's go on to the next turn. So fierce fighting on the defense of Bergen on the outskirts, still on the countryside. Looks like the panzers are very vulnerable in this terrain, just like the scenario descriptions described. Well, I can stay out of the range of their guns. All right, what's the situation here? These guns just took some damage. I still have this artillery here. It looks like they reinforced themselves. I've got the panzers here. And then I can fly in the pioneers. Or can I? Oh, they have a fighter of their own. We're able to push them out of the village. Spending a lot of prestige to reinforce our troops. Let's rebase these fighters here in Oslo. Is that anti-air? That is. Oh, let's see. Let's use the reconnaissance unit to finish off their infantry. Still got a tough nut to crack here in the north. And that's artillery, though, in the hills, so I should be able to take that out. If it was anti-tank, it'd be a lot more challenging. All right, turn 11, about to be turn 12. All right, let's see what happens now. Oh, I forgot to address that fighter. Fighter kind of blended in with the surroundings. It was hard to see. Ooh, took 5 damage there. Well, let's take care of this fighter. Can these guys race over there? No. But we will rebase them. One of the fighters, at least. We need to move some infantry here. The 2nd infantry will come in to support the attack there and drive their infantry out of the way. Got to get to Lillehammer. What can I do with you? With the attack bombers, do I go after their infantry that retreated, hit their bunker? Alright, now for this. I'm going to take out their artillery. I think I'll take the mountains. We encircle ourselves, but we encircle them as well. All right. Looks like we are done with this turn. It'll be turn 13. Lucky number 13. Ooh, taking some damage. Encircled ourselves. Not anymore. Alright, so one step closer to taking Bergen. Alright, so we have strength 6 on that Panzer unit, 6 on the recon unit. Their mountain troops have just lodged themselves into that mountainside. Can we sniff them out with our attack bombers and artillery? Got our pioneers back into the mix here to help with the Oslo fight. We need to take out that anti-air. Bring in the 3rd Infantry, soften up that position. Maybe the Panzers can do better. Let our artillery soften up the position. Odds no better. Now the leader, we can do no worse than those odds. With the new leader assigned to the 1st Pioneers. The anti-air does not protect their fighter. That's interesting. I think I have exhausted all movement. They're trying to outflank us here. Bold move. Bold strategy, Cotton. Wow. We still have overwhelming odds. They've got my full attention because I don't want to lose my Sturmpanzer. Let's finish off these anti-aircraft guns. and occupy the airfield. We'll take the village next to the airfield as well. Let's finish off their infantry unit. Let's see the mission debriefing. Capture victory hexes, 4 of 6. So these round, I'm guessing these round are auxiliary objectives. I do not have to take them. And we move on Bergen. Now we will get in range of their fort guns, though. But I want to kind of soften up Bergen with what I got. All right, let's go on to turn number 15. Oh, they took the airfield at Oslo. Where'd that unit come from? 12th Mountain? Was that the other unit in the rear then? That's fine. We'll reoccupy it with the 2nd Infantry. Though we need to get the Pioneers to take Lillehammer. Let's take this turn to replace the Pioneers, and then we'll work on getting them to Lillehammer. Let's flank the position with this Panzer unit. Thick forest. Impassable. Actually did some damage to the fort. All right, back to Bergen. We did suffer some casualties there. Here, first, see what we can do to soften up the position. Sacrificing the cruisers. Actually, we can get back out of the range of their guns. We actually forced them out. But we cannot take the city proper yet. So Bergen should be easy enough to take. Lillehammer might be a little bit more challenging. We are on turn 15. We'll have at least 4 more turns to try to take it. Their mountain unit here in near Oslo looks neutralized. Current weather, though, cloudy and dry. Forecast is dry. Ooh, counterattack. Back to the Lillehammer front. That was a strong counterattack. Forcing back my panzers again. Third Infantry will come into support. All right, the Pioneers units that we re-strengthened. Do they not have transports? They don't. Oh, that was bad. Well, let's mop up these guys then. All right, so secured the rear area. Soften up their defenders here. All right, now again for the attack on Bergen. It looks like Bergen will fall, so why don't we reassign our Air Force, the rest of our Air Force, to the attack on Lillehammer. All right, turn 17. All right, we forced them back, but at expense of our troops. Let's bring in the attack bombers. All right. Pioneers moving forward. Keep the pressure on their forces. Keep that pressure up, men. Keep that pressure up. We're not going to worry about Fredrikstad. Were you guys just enjoying the beach? Jerks. Would like to take this fort. They annoy me. All right, turn 18. What was that? The fort? Oh, we only have 23 prestige, huh? Spend it all on replenishment. I can go through the mountains, but not dense forests. Taking Lillehammer is going to be hard. This unit right here is in my way. I have to replenish these troops first. All right, at least we got our Luftwaffe. Only 2 more turns to do this. No, that's not where I wanted to move. See, I need... Well, Pioneers can do 7 damage. Yes! I did it. Oh, I can't reach the city. What about my recon can? And we got the objective. Victory! Operation Fall Gilb demands a 2-pronged invasion of France. While one outflanking attack moves through the Ardennes, one diversionary will attack directly into Belgium. Strategic warning: rapid blitzkrieg attacks that bypass enemy defenses needed at Sedan. Direct assaults against prepared defenses needed in Belgium. I think we'll do the Sedan offensive.
Apologies for bringing you back to active duty so quickly after your campaign in Norway. But there is a new task that your talents should be perfect fit for. High Command has greenlit Operation Fall Gelb, and it's aimed squarely at our nemesis, France. My old friend Manstein actually got this daring plan approved by...
Your old friend Manstein. You guys aren't friends. You're a liar.
Now it falls on you to execute the plan. While diversionary forces strike at Belgium directly, it's a static...
Everyone says they're friends with Manstein.
You need to take your panzers between them both and through the wooded hills of the Ardennes forest.
He asked you to get coffee once, and now you think he's your friend.
By Sedan, two more objectives remain. One here and another here. Success in this region will put you in an incredible position against our enemies. But there is no room for failure, as all elements of surprise will have been lost.
All right. Military commendation, Lars Schmitz. Liberator. Liberator, 2 times prestige for all flags captured by this unit. Should I give it to the recon unit? Alright, let's see. Ooh, we only have 249 prestige. We could not upgrade all our units. Oh, no. Oh man, interesting. That's disturbing. And I can't even afford more core slots. Ooh. Well, all right, undo all. Guess we can replace all with green replacements. And I still have under strength units. What an interesting dynamic. It's probably how the game should have been. You gotta really watch your prestige. I've been using the elite prestige replacement, which I had a feeling would come back to haunt me in a little bit here. Which, that's fine. We're going to keep going with what we got. We're actually going to call it an evening on this one. Although I will do another stream continuing the campaign. Let's do gameplay 1. All right. We will probably pick this up again, maybe next weekend. In between some more Three Kingdoms Total War. I'm still going to do the Yuan Shao campaign and the records mode. I may actually maybe I might continue this series just as a normal YouTube recording session. I don't know. But regardless, I hope you enjoyed the gameplay of Panzer Corps. I've said it almost a million times. I almost called it Panzer General like several times already. But this is Panzer Corps 2, not Panzer General. I hope you enjoyed the stream. I hope you enjoyed the game. And I will see you on the next time. Thank you.